Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're at the wow, fuck me. We're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and three scoundrels draw. I promise I have had no alcohol. I'm just tired. Um, on this episode, there's myself, Aussie Mike, and Womprat, aka Maui, who has delivered us Hondo from across the seas after restoring the heart of the pirate king. um he has come to bless us and our land. So thank you.
You,
How are you?
you've been thinking about that all week, haven't you?
I have.
Thinking how far you can push it.
Yeah, I had
But
more, but I
you're
was like,
welcome.
just you sort of have to really, that it was sort of deep dive into Moana and Moana 2, and I just don't know where people are on that sort of level, whether, you know, yeah.
Well, all I can say is you're welcome. I mean, welcome.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
for those that don't get the joke, I terrorize people whenever they try and do this, and I send a image of a whale and then a water drop,
Yeah.
and just watch their face go, "Oh God!"
Oh, and also
We
for people who aren't watching and who are listening on Spotify, this is now the third week in a row where Womprat has got a shirt on that looks very much like the tattoos on Maui's body from Moana. For anybody, yeah. So that probably is the missing piece for people who are listening on Spotify and going, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" It's like not even 2 minutes into the episode, and we're lost.
uh, yeah. Honestly, I've started wearing it just for the giggle of it.
Yeah. No, it's
So
good. It's
yeah,
good. Good.
yeah.
I
We
like it.
we have a laugh, we have a giggle, and yeah. So we'll start with you this week. How has your GACs gone, and how have
Oh,
you been?
mate. I actually oh no, so I got 3-0 I think last week, or maybe one loss and two wins, and then this week got a win, and then also, well, I'm in the middle of doing my GAC at the moment, and the fucking Ray battle froze, no button thing happened again. So but I'm comfortable with what's on the board, and I think I'll be fine. So very much what was scouted. So yeah, should be good.
Yeah,
How are you?
always good then. Always
I
good.
think my camera's a little bit
Uh,
low.
I'm doing good. We did the Hondo stream. I was tired after that.
I did sort of watch
I've been
back
do
on it. I did watch back to sort of, because you did mine, so I'm like, I might as well sit and watch it. I think
Yeah,
it was your
like
live one though, not the actual one you did with my account.
yeah, your account I've got all the videos for. I'm currently still editing that video. It'll be up this weekend.
Yeah.
I've got this afternoon, I am finishing off the list of Datacron stuff, and then I'll probably record that video tomorrow. So that will go out to the video will go out to anybody that's subscribed or anything like that. You will all have access. Um, and then that will go actually live about a day or two prior, because there will also be infographics that come out on the Discord at the same time and go, here you go, sort of thing. So you'll actually get all the infographics, all the info regarding them all. If you're subscribed, Kofi or YouTube subscribed, whatever the hell that one is,
Well, they're
any of
followers
those to
right
my
over there.
channel.
I think it's the opposite to Twitch.
Yeah, it's
Subscribe is the
confusing
free
because of it.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're doing any of them, you
Yeah.
get access to that video early.
Yeah.
And that's it. You just get the video early. It helps you guys plan for the conquest. I will be making a huge push on conquest. So expect a very long one on that Monday.
Obviously a
So
bit
yeah.
of a spoiler, right? But um I'm actually quite excited for the next conquest character. Um
Yep.
what it could mean, for future stuff, or not mean. I don't know, but yeah,
We'll cover that bit in the
we'll get
dev
to it.
notes.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
excited though.
cover that because, yeah, I already want to swear about it, and yeah.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to also start doing is when it comes around to the kit releases, I'm going to start doing a bit of homework prior to it, where I will look at interactions with all the other kits, make notes ready for us guys to talk about. We'll already pre-have access. This one majorly states it for us. So we don't have to go deep diving into other kits. But that's what we're going to do in the future, which will mean you guys will have a better understanding of how certain kits interact, like how we did with Hondo. But we're going to do that with every kit. So I'm going to spend a bit of time looking into that, making sure that it's all correct, making sure that whatever we're going to be talking about is the right options, and just going from there.
That's because you're the smart one, and I'm just the comedy. So, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
very funny, so
especially after the other day.
yeah.
Especially after the other day where I was absolutely focacciaed and tried to do GAC for somebody whilst incredibly intoxicated. It did not go well. My brain did not work.
What about my joke? The Spanish. What do you call the Spanish programming language? C++. No. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's skip that. So, where are we going to start with the news?
All right.
Now you
So
need to press that button.
all right. So the news today. Basically, we've got a few things coming up. Well, we probably should talk about the era first, and then talk about the kit that they've
Yeah.
released. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about the coming era first.
Yeah.
This gives a what's it about the next conquest, but we do have somebody that potentially is joining us for a short period to talk about the next conquest unit.
Yeah.
Because we
he
know you
loves it.
guys will love it.
Yeah. All right.
He loves the acolyte.
The next era that comes out in what, 4 days, 3 days, something like that, starts then, I should say. So the name of it is Deadly Pursuit. At this point in time, they've released 2 characters and 2 ships involved in it, and a conquest character as well. So in episode 1, we've got Rogue One, which is a ship, a Rebel B-Wing, which is a ship, Orlom and Zuckuss, which are 2 characters in episode 2, and then a conquest character of the Stranger. Want to start with that? Thoughts on those 4 or 5 characters / ships?
I'm gonna let our specialist come for the conquest bit. We'll let him talk about the conquest unit.
Okay.
The ships I like. So I've already decided the Rogue One is actually now Turtle, because for those that will look at it shortly about the kit and everything, it literally looks like a turtle. It's a space turtle. Therefore, its name is now Turtle.
Why is it weird?
Permanently.
Why is it moved over like that? I don't know.
Because you broke it. That's why.
That's better.
You
I just had it on
need
the
to
wrong
fix it.
screen. It's all good. Yeah. So it kind of does look like a turtle.
Yeah, but look, just scroll down to the first animation. And you can then see it is a space turtle.
It is, yep.
It's 100% a space turtle.
Yep.
So
we'll obviously go over this kit, but yeah, in a little bit.
Yeah, it's Space Turtle. That is its new name, and that's what I'm sticking with. And I don't care if anybody else comes up with a better name for it. I will still call it the Space Turtle.
Yeah.
So expect me to be calling it a Space Turtle in near enough every round that we do for it. The B-Wing, I'm kind of excited for, and we do need to go through the era notes a little bit for this. So further down the era notes, it talks about what's going to be available in the era store with that stupid currency that we all end up having far too much of. And we need to look at the shards that are available. So just here, somewhere here.
Yep. These ones.
So the shards available are Plo and Pow, and Bodhi Rook.
Yep.
Now Cassian's already got a ship. K2's already got a ship. Jyn Erso's already got a ship. Great Mother's American Shin can't have a ship. Well, they could, but they're not going to be a B-Wing pilot. There is only one there that doesn't have a ship.
Well, spoiler, Bodhi does get a ship. He's got the next one.
Yeah.
So you're referencing
Pow.
And
so's Pow. Yeah. Well, Bodhi and Pow are the pilots for the new ship.
Yeah.
So if we go off the fact that CG aren't Muppets, because they're not, they occasionally do things correctly. I would make the assumption with relative that it's going to be right, that the next pilot will likely be Grogan or the B-Wing.
Yep. I mean,
reason being, he's not too new that it's going to be a challenge for some people. It saves them pissing about and adding something to the store later. And yeah, I don't particularly like the idea of him being the pilot. I don't particularly like Grogan as a character, but as a kit, he's just good. So taking him to R8, which is where my big account has him, potential of taking him to R9. Okay.
Could it be
it's one of those.
Pilotless? Sorry. Could it be pilotless?
It could be.
Yep. Okay.
It could be pilotless. I wouldn't put it past them to go, oh yeah, we'll just make it pilotless. I would not put that past them.
Because it's such a generic ship, like there's plenty of people who have piloted one.
Really? Have you seen the list?
No, I mean like as in in the movies and whatnot, right? There's like dozens of the B-Wings.
No, there's only ever like less than 100 made.
Oh yeah. So there's plenty of people.
Very low quantity ship.
Okay. All right, but it's still not like Luke's ship or Cassian's ship or Anakin's ship, where they, it's their ship.
Yeah, it's one of those where the only person to really fly it was Hera. In the what's it? That's the only one to have known to have flied it named.
General Syndulla.
The problem is that I was about to say we can't really use General Syndulla because that would be after the time period.
Okay.
So the thing with the B-Wing is it was meant to have entered the Galactic War at a very late stage. And not many of them were built, and not many of them survived past the end of the war because they were notoriously, oh yeah, we can hit like a freaking train. However, we are also paper. You breathed on them wrong and they fell apart.
Okay.
So, I'm very torn of, would I like it to be pilotless? No. I would prefer it to have a pilot. But we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
When it comes around to then the characters,
Orlom
is going to be a droid. Hell yes, I want. He's a bounty hunter. Freaking love my droids. It also means that we could be getting full-on ship in the future now.
Okay.
Oh, give me full-on ship. Give me full-on ship. That would be like the perfect one to put with Executor. Like, it's going to be gold. That ship will be a gold mine. Zuckus, I'm less excited for, but he is another bounty hunter. So, okay. It might be the two of them lift bounty hunters to usable.
He was force sensitive, right? I've heard a lot of
No.
people say he was force sensitive or
So he was and he wasn't.
okay.
Effectively, he could sense if you had the force.
Okay.
That was his naughty little trick. He could tell if you had the force.
Okay. He invented
Everything else.
Hang on. we have to make mention of this in chat.
Oh god.
Steve
Hang on.
has got talking about Zuckus. He invented Facebook. Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
Oh,
I had
Steve,
not
you've
made the
broken me.
connection, but oh fuck! Now I'm not gonna forget it. I am not gonna forget it.
You have officially broken me, Steve. God damn it.
Yeah. So I was thinking, is obviously it'd be bounty hunters, or both of them would be bounty hunters.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a possibility that Zuckus could be unaligned or Ufu as well? As
I don't think he should be.
okay, for balancing reasons or for shits and giggles reasons.
More for law reasons.
Okay.
Technically, yes, he could tell if you could use the force, but technically he wasn't an actual force sensitive.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine. Wild
One of
rampant
those.
speculation. Orlom and Zuckus, where we've got no kits, right? But where would
Yeah.
you logically see them
Bosk.
placed? Bosk, okay.
100% Bosk.
Yeah. So that's who do you get rid of in that team?
I don't know yet. That's why I'm really excited for these kits, because honestly, like if we even get half of what we think we're going to get, like I am excited for how they would be in game.
I'm sort of like hinting towards you answering along the lines of all of the bounty hunters that were on the hunt for on behalf of Darth Vader. That becomes a new team, like a super team for bounty hunter.
This is the thing. So it could be, I would probably say it's likely to take out Dengar, because Dengar is the floating unit. Depends on who you actually want to use there. Then it's most likely either Grief or Mando. Mando gives you a kill, so it's unlikely to be Mando. Grief gives you the heal. We need to see what the other teams do.
I agree with Norelli in chat that I think they'll get rid of the light sides and have a like a dark side. The people who are on the Vader's ship.
Yeah. Now I don't know if that will
was.
be. I don't know if that will be the team or not. It's one of those where we'll end up waiting till we start seeing the kit, and that will tell us what's going to get pulled apart there.
Jack Daniels is doubling down on Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! It started already.
Don't you mean Zuckass?
Yeah. If that is not referenced in the kit release, like some Facebook or something like that, I'm going to be disappointed. Meathead's been really good with jokey side of things for the kit releases, so I'm expecting big things for that one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic is poke.
Oh shit.
Then his first unique is add friend. It's not a special. It's a unique.
What about follow?
But yeah,
No, follow's not Facebook, is it? Yeah, it
yeah,
is. Yeah, you follow a page.
yeah.
Friend
But
request, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But like those characters I am interested in. I don't know if it will take out Grief and Mando and make it full dark side. The reason for that is Mando's kill shot can make that team do some very fun things. With losing Mando, they would have to have some very special kit.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be, oh well, if you're all dark side at the start, you gain 10% turn meter. That would not cut it. You would need something so serious that that kill shot is worthwhile dropping.
Okay.
Because that kill shot, remember, it resets whenever anybody crits. It drops one. You build the team right, that kill shot comes around every other turn.
Are they going to be
It's
just bounty
horrible.
hunters, or will they have a pirate tag as well?
They're definitely going to have Scoundrel. Both
Okay.
of them would be Bounty Hunter Scoundrel, but
Because I don't know a lot about their background or anything, whether they're even in the realm of being classed as a pirate.
no. They shouldn't be classed as pirates. Um, Forlorn definitely is the closest to being a pirate, but he was more of a knobhead than a
Okay.
pirate. And that's putting it politely. He would literally go, oh, I want what your ship is carrying. Give.
Oh, mercenary tag.
And if he didn't give, yeah, it could be mercenary.
Yeah, it's a good call, Jack Daniels.
He definitely was a mercenary. I'll give you that. He was 100% a merc. And not a pleasant one to play with.
Because there's sort of two
But
floating positions in the Balin team.
yeah, it might be one of them goes to Balin. And that would make it interesting, especially if Zuckus is that one. So they could do the Ufu line, give him the ability to basically fuck with other force sensitives as his force sensitive ability, and done. Keep it very basic. Make
Yep.
him go into that team as the fifth float. And then you could then use Forlorn with that with the boss team as a lifter for there. Like they've got options. They
Do they
really have got options.
are they very like a combo together, or have they done stuff themselves?
They did do a lot themselves.
Okay.
There isn't masses of them together.
Right.
The thing with all of the bounty hunters in general was they like to work apart. The only time you really saw them together was on that ship where they were basically told to hunt Luke.
Okay.
That was it. Everywhere else, they are pretty much, yeah, we work apart. So, do I think there should be some synergy? I'd like there to be, so that they can end up on the same team. But remember, this is a leads into Christmas era. It finishes when they are going on leave. And we talked about this beforehand. The era is still 12 weeks. It has been confirmed that it is 12 weeks, which will drop it right as they're going on leave or the week after. I can't remember exactly where it is. So it only having 4, do not expect 2, 2, and 2. Like 2 this month, 2 next month, 1 the month after. It could, or none the month after. It could be here's 2, here's 1, here's 1. Stretch it out nice and long. Let them have a bit of a rundown ready for Christmas, because that Christmas update also will need to include the January era. So just before they go away, they will upload the next era into the game because it will clear before they come back. So that will then likely be like 2 weeks off and then back into the game properly.
Yeah, that
So
next era
that's where
is
my brain is going.
the era after New Year's is sort of that second week from memory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or was, I should say, this year.
Yeah. So it's gonna fall awkward for them. But I know from the fact that how they did last year, how they're looking like they're doing this year, we've nearly had a year of eras already.
Mm.
It's been really, really good how they've kept doing it. I do like how they've been doing the eras. I just hope that this isn't going to be let's screw them over Christmas and start a new full era right between Christmas and New Year when we're not in. I don't think they're that crazy to do that because if they did that and there was then a huge bug, well, what do they do?
Kind
They've
of
got
like
nobody in
the
to sort
Hondo
the bug.
stuff, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll be getting to all of the stupid bit, but yeah, exactly. And this is the thing. I don't think they'll do that. I think they are smart enough to realize
Oh
don't
shit!
drop stuff when there's staff not in. But
Someone's in
yeah.
chat.
Oh God, has he appeared?
No, like
Has he
in the
appeared?
text chat though. He's not in.
Oh God, he's there. Oh God, who's that? Who is that, guys? I don't know who that is.
He said, "Give him 15 more minutes and he'll be in." All right, so
Right. Okay. So we have talked now about the era, and the reason that Bones is saying that he's going to be in is because he loves the Acolyte so much that he wants to talk specifically about the Conquest character.
yes.
So yeah, he wants to talk about it, guys. He said to us that he had to be here this week.
All right. Do we want to do the
So
Leviathan thing until till he's ready?
yep.
Okay. Have you looked into the Leviathan
So
update? Do you actually understand what they're doing?
I do
Okay.
a little bit. It's not as much as I'd like to understand it by a long way. Like Leviathan changes that they are doing are massive.
Okay. All right.
It
So
will mean it counters profundity.
okay.
So
So I'm going to
we'll
read what
read
it
through it.
says, and then
Yep.
yeah. So with the upcoming release, we have made an adjustment to the Leviathan kit. The unique will now have this added: Galactic Republic, Jedi, and Rebel enemies. So it's Galactic Republic, comma, Jedi, comma, Rebel enemies can't assist or attack again if their attack is targeting a Sith. So I only use Sith with the Leviathan.
Yep.
Is there some combo that doesn't have Sith?
So there was a dodgy negotiator counter.
Okay. Oh
There
no, but
was a
on the
dodgy
Leviathan
negotiator counter.
team,
That's out the window. On the Leviathan team, as far as I'm aware,
they're all
the
Sith.
only thing that you don't use Sith on is in TB. Like
Okay.
I'm doing the TB mission as we speak, where it's the fighter that you use in the middle planet. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So
But yeah, one of those where okay, shit option, but it's gonna completely mean that that profundity counter that's being used may not work at all.
sorry, just
So
sneezing. So
yep.
CG Mouse has a little bit of a message there. So we've been keeping a close eye on the Leviathan for some time, monitoring monitoring its performance and the overall health of the fleet matter. Bullshit, because it's been a fucking year since they've done anything. During development of the Rogue One, we had a clear vision for how the updated profundity fleet should function. However, once Rogue One was implemented, it began performing in the Leviathan matchup beyond what we were intending. Since this was already an area of focus, we saw this as the right opportunity to adjust the Leviathan, reinforcing its position in the meta without diminishing its strength and identity of the updated profundity fleet. This approach allows us to keep both fleets powerful and relevant while ensuring the Leviathan remains at the top of the fleet ecosystem where we currently believe it belongs.
So,
yeah.
Okay. I get why they have updated. I really do.
Can I just say, before we get serious, because it sounds like you're going to give a proper explanation, right? I have more difficulty with Executor and Dick Plate than Leviathan. Am I fucking up the Executor? Should it be that way?
It should, surprisingly. The Executor or Negotiator counter for Dick Plate, depending on what the other two are, is an absolute arse of a fight.
Okay.
It can go wrong because it goes wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean you've done anything wrong. It can just go, I don't like you today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fail.
I feel I mean, it's not an easy battle, but I feel comfortable mirror matching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have to scout properly, double check whether my opponent places the Leviathan. And if they do, I'm just going to take Leviathan. I'm just going to pick it up off defense and chuck it back on offense. I am going to be one of those players that is going to have to check what fleets you're using and make sure I have a counter to Leviathan. Because with the profundity going as a counter, and this will likely kill the Negotiator easy counter that is iffy, but okay. It's likely that we are going to be left with here's a mirror match or here's a multi-tap. And that's it. That's going to be the options. And honestly, I don't like the idea of multi-tapping ever. So, okay. My option is going to be throw shit at it and hope for the best.
All
So
right.
if you place Levy against me, expect me to have Levy to counter your Levy.
So apparently Bones also wants to talk about this one. So we're
well,
all right.
Well, you're gonna have to be quick because we're getting through it, and we've already got through the Levy ship. We're letting you come on to talk about your favorite subject of the Acolyte, your favorite subject, Bones. I know how much you love that show, and I know, most importantly, you rewatch it every week. You've told us in the chat.
Can you still watch it? I didn't think it was even
it's
on
Disney Plus.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still on Disney Plus.
Why did I
as
have
far
on
as I know, anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look now.
Yeah, I'm gonna check as well. Don't worry, I'll check. I've got. I always have my Disney open. It's great. Where is the Crapolite? See, he doesn't even like me calling it the Crapolite. Yeah, it's still in there.
We're doing a 4-hour test stream today.
We're not doing 4 hours. I can guarantee that. I want to lie down and have a beer.
We have not done a 4-hour stream since Bones left. I think our longest has been 2 hours and 30 something minutes.
Yeah. We have got these to a fine art. Whilst we're waiting on Bones,
we'll go to the other bits and pieces that happened. So the update that was a couple days ago, so obviously Hondo came out. They announced the Rogue One, Leviathan change, and the error. but also
Yep.
Brutus is now in chromium packs and shipments. Shinhati is on the accelerated list now, so that I don't
Yep.
feel like it's been a year, right? That's long.
Yeah.
Yep. Quigold is now farmable in Fleet 3D. What are your thoughts on it being, because that's a second fleet, right?
I don't like the fleet farms. I'm very happy that I got Quigold, luckily, to the to 7-star way before the event finished. I got very, very lucky on a fleet pack pull. I am happy I did that. I do not like fleet farms. I just do not like them. So yeah.
Obviously, I got him, so I don't need to worry about farming him, but to have two fleet farms in a row is a bit rough, I think.
Yeah. It's not going to be fun. We know that one of them is going to be a what's it farm, which would be nice.
Cantina.
Conquest, Cantina, that's the one. But yeah, fleet farming is just horrible. You don't get enough of the energy to make a difference to your account every day. And that's the problem for me with that farm, is you just don't get enough of the energy. So yeah, like in theory, it should be the same as you doing a what's it node? A normal energy node.
Hello, Bones.
But it doesn't feel like it. Oh god. Oh god. He's moved me out my circle. Press for the 3 circles, Mike. Press for
No,
the 3
because
circles.
I haven't
Come on.
had to update it yet. I'm on studio mode setting it up. Just give me 1 second.
Hi, Bones.
What the hell is happening right now? Why do I see gameplay?
Because we're set up for something later. We're set up for something later.
You're seeing behind the curtain.
That's all right.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Guys, there's no gameplay. I don't even know how I got in here. I don't even know who these people are. So,
Bones, wave upwards, quick. Wave up. Hi.
I don't even see my face. How do I see my face? I need to know how stupid I look right now.
Well, they can see you in the bottom corner. They can see you in the bottom corner.
Yeah. You
I don't know. I don't know
all
what
right,
the fuck I
there
did.
we go. All right.
All right, well, there we go. Okay, awesome. What's up, fellas? Thank you guys for having me on. I've been wanting to come on here for a long time.
Yeah, glad you could make it onto one of your own podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are. Really, guys, they were just blackmailing me or blacklisting me from the show. All allegations have been cleared. Come to find out, I wasn't on meth. So they're finally, I'm canceled and I'm allowed to come back. So, thank you guys for sticking with me and all that through the hard times.
Now, just to give you a laugh here, Bones, I timestamp for YouTube. The moment that you came back on, the timestamp says "Return of the Bones."
I love it. And I've been reading both podcasts like AI chapters. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
They're really accurate too. It's just funny to see what they come up with.
Yeah.
It's funny.
They're getting better, I
But
think.
anyways, guys, yeah, because used to they were kind of weird, but now they're like spot on.
Yeah.
They're really funny. So I like going through them. What's up, fellas? How's everything going? I know you've already went through that, but I guess we don't have to.
How are you?
Yeah,
We've done ours. You do yours.
Yeah, we get to do yours at 38 minutes in. So how are you, Bones?
Things are going fantastic. Personally, I don't have to get all into that because, like you said, we're in the middle of it. But things are going great for me. Life's going good. Just unfortunately, why I can do scoundrels and not this is just because I walk in when you guys go live. But I might try doing this more often. I might have to get up and down, but still, I want to at least spend like an hour or so with you guys at the very least, if I can, every Saturday. So I'll try to do better. Routine in life's doing better. So the short answer is doing pretty good, guys. So I miss y'all, and I want to spend more time with you guys and get back in the routine. So I'm trying.
Yeah.
But I wanted to start streaming again, and I was, and my display port, not display port, the converter to HDMI went out. And
Oh, yeah.
I'll just have to catch up with you guys off camera, but it's just one thing after another I have to put my paycheck towards.
Yeah.
And so I
Bones.
can't even buy the $10 to $15 port because yeah. What? Did you say something?
Don't get an adapter. Get a cable.
Yeah, just
They're
get a
cheaper.
brand new cable. That you
There
has
there
like-
is.
I can't
So
listen, fellas, I can't because I don't have a monitor. I use just regular TVs.
Yeah, but it
yeah,
would be
but
the
what
same
I'm
thing.
gonna say, what I was gonna say, Bones, is you can get HDMI to DisplayPort
Yeah.
cables. The cables are better than the adapters because if the adapter breaks, you lose the ability to use it. Where if the cable breaks, oh look, you replace a cable again. The cables are usually about $10 instead of the $15 to $20 for a decent adapter.
No, okay. I'm calling it an adapter. It is like a cord adapter. You know what I'm saying? Like the cord is the display port that you plug in, and then it adapts
yeah.
into an HDMI.
Fair
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So is that
Okay.
an adapter or is that a cord?
That's the
That's a
cable.
cord.
That's the cable.
Because it is a cord.
Yes.
I don't know.
See, over here, there's actually like a little piece that puts at the end of a HDMI cable that will convert it into a display port.
Yeah.
But that is not, it works, but it's not the best practice.
Yeah.
He's like frozen, I think.
Yep, he
He's
has
gone.
frozen. Look at that face. Has
Yep.
he dropped again?
Clip it. He's gone.
Quick, somebody
Well, no,
clip
he's
it.
still-
Look at his face.
He's still there. No, he's
Oh,
back.
nope.
All right. At least it
He's
didn't
back.
fuck up
There
the
we go.
circles. All right.
What is the deal? Everywhere I go, it doesn't matter how I'm in like a whole different town. My fucking internet sucks. I don't know what's going on with that.
All right.
I don't.
What,
I think
what do you want to talk about
gods
first?
don't want me to do this.
Do you want to talk about
So-
Okay, well,
Acolyte or Leviathan?
Okay, so let's go through it quickly. What have you guys covered, and I'll just quickly tell you my opinion about it. So what's the
So-
things you've already done?
We've already covered the Leviathan. So
Let's
let's
talk
go
about
with
that real quick.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's not so much about this fix in general. It's just the ship meta. You guys have heard me bitch about it 1,000 times. As soon as Dick Plate came in, it ruined ships. I'm someone who actually is in the minority, maybe not, I don't know, that doesn't mind ships. I actually enjoy focusing on them over everything else when a new one comes out. They're not as they're not as muddied down as I call them ground troops, I guess, when we're talking about ships compared to those. So they're pretty easy to stay up on. And I have everything, and I always drop what I'm doing to make sure I'm up on my ships. Because honestly, in the early game and even in the late game, you can win a GAC through ships if you do your things right. You know your counters, and you mod or either put enough mods or take enough. If you know what I'm saying, put enough time and figure out turn order and things, you can dominate just through ships. You get one holding ships, that could be, I don't know, 5 or 6 wins, maybe even more a season where that happens. So they're very important, more important than people give them credit for. So everything was pretty smooth, and it's like people are complaining about mirror matches. So it's like, let's just completely fuck everything up, and that'll kind of change up the meta. That's what they're thinking right now. You know what? Let's not make it fun. Let's just throw something stupid out there. It's going to break everything, and they'll just figure it out. And that's how the meta is going to be. That doesn't make the game fun. So let's kind of rewind a little bit. I love lifters. Everyone's like, lift this, lift that, lift everything. All we want is lifters. Don't make anything but lifters now. Okay, there can be too many lifters and there can be bad lifters. So let's slow down on the lifting, because that's all that's being done now is they're just lifting everything. I enjoy new meta squads. And these games, while power creep can be bad, it isn't always bad if you treat it right and do it right. So when the new team comes out, I want it to be one of the best ones. Bad snatch too. It should be one of the better teams in the game. It's one of the worst I've ever experienced in the game. It's horrible, terrible fucking mechanics. It's a bad team. I guess they don't always have to be meta, but
So Just to give you a laugh there, that Bad Batch team that you're saying is terrible.
They beat Quad May.
Yes.
They beat Quadme. They beat Rey. You can
Yeah.
use them to beat Ahsoka. They are
Ahsoka?
yeah. You can use
With
it
a
to pull Ahsoka
datacron or
apart
without a datacron?
with a Datacron.
Okay,
Right.
exactly. When I
They can
talk
do some
about meta, I'm talking
incredible
about
shit.
without datacron.
No, I think
I'm
he
talking about
means
for the rest of the life of the game.
Ahsoka with a Datacron can be beaten by
Yeah.
Bad Batch.
Without a datacron?
Well, they don't have a normal, like, here's a Bad Batch Datacron. They just have, here is Bad Batch with something.
Okay, well, I guess news to me, they're fucking amazing. Never mind. So throw
Yeah.
that out the window. I
It
beat
is
the new Jedi Vanguard super easy with even Mace Windu gets smoked pretty easily on defense. Anyways, so going back to what I'm saying is I'm just tired of all the lifters. I don't think Slacker needed a lifter. I don't think we need Datacrons for GL to get us to where we're getting. But that's a side tangent. I'm trying to
It
talk
is.
about ships. My point is the executor didn't need a lifter. It didn't, and it ruined the meta, and it still is ruining the meta. So everyone's like, "Oh, we're going to get a new capital ship," and maybe we still will. I'm not saying we won't. We don't really know. Um, I don't think so, but there are other ships coming. There's a B wing coming, which I said if the B wing comes, there's probably a Red 5 following. I don't know. That's for another discussion. But Dick Plate ruined it, and now they're just doing the same thing. Now Profundity is going to be annoying. Now you have two RNG dependent defensive teams. I don't know this for sure, but I'm just guessing that's what it's going to turn out to be because it's going to have to be better than Dick Plate, which means it's going to have to be more powerful, which means it's going to be more annoying. So now you have two that you have to deal with, and it's now just making things not fun. So I just think they're doing it terribly. Start coming out with you don't have to do capital ships. You have 3 ships that you can release really good ships that they could lift up a like I said, you have endurance, you have fucking Akbar. I don't know, there might be another one that you could lift up at least 2 and you can make tons of money off just releasing 3 or 4 marquee ships or however you want to do it. Don't just talk about that either. And
Well, I think
make more money and make it more fun.
I think on that, I
I've got
think
a feeling.
yeah, I think there's obviously with these 2 new ships, they're going to be somewhere in the Rebels. So does that mean that the Phoenix go back to Home 1, or do these go to Home 1? Like, there's Home 1, I think, is going to benefit directly or by proxy, I guess, with whatever's coming out, with these 2 ships coming out.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is that this conquest is a lifter for the profundity, though. If it was for the home one, I'd be jumping for joy right now. But now I'm irritated because it's lifting a GL ship that has lost its relevance because of Dick Plate. But that's not
and
that's not a
isn't
problem overall.
that isn't the
That's one-
conquest. That is just the normal one.
They're normal marquees.
What's it?
But
Oh, it's not a conquest unit?
No.
Okay.
So we'll get to the conquest unit because that's going to be your favorite part of the day. Don't worry.
I remember
we'll get that.
it's Queer Mirror. I remember it now.
Yeah.
But
it's Queer Mirror.
The reason I think it's a good thing is it's going to bring the profundity back to being relevant. It's likely to just straight up counter the executor like it used to. It's just going to change the fight.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that brings me to that makes me remember. I want to say one more thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, Womp, because I won't be here the whole thing. So I just want to say everything that comes to mind. Is that's also fucking laziness. You want to make a bunch of money. You want to ship out more marquees than you ever have. And I do want to say that I think it's in a pretty damn good state right now. I think things are better than they really have been ever. If you really think about it and start looking at it. But it's still very lazy. It's very fucking lazy. There's so much ships and capital ships that you can bring in that's not even in canon movies that people will still know and love and still would be people would want to know more about even if they didn't know what it was. So stop skimping on ships and just give us Red 5. Fucking just give it to us for a while. Then you got the Shadows of the Empire bad guys. I don't remember what you could do it. We could sit here all day in lore and come up with some cool stuff that they can do. We can do that anytime, but give us some fucking new stuff. That's why I play this, is to collect, not to get one character. And also, I don't want to keep lifting old teams. Do it every once in a while. Yes, that's so friendly. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it, but I am, because sometimes it's a bad thing if you do it too often. So it's just pure laziness. Instead of designing 4 or 5 ships and a new capital ship to change the meta, let's just keep throwing out one overpowered bullshit uh, unit to completely just make it broken to change up the meta. Because they think, well, after so long, we need to change up the meta, but this is doing it in a bad way. If you do it in a grinding way, we're all sadistic here. Everyone who's watching, you got to be sadistic to watch me talk and these fools, and then play the game itself. You have to be sadistic, but we like to grind. That's why we play it. It gives you the satisfaction when you're done with getting the characters and the squads and putting together in something new.
Can,
That's what you like to do in this game, when you just
Bones,
experience a
Bones.
new team, not get one fucking unit and just be pissed off.
Can you put the
Go
phone
ahead. That's pretty
somewhere?
much it.
Can you put the phone somewhere gently? Because you're getting very animated and the phone's just fucking like going. It's like
Oh, I cannot, because I'm literally about 10 inches from the wall socket because it's still plugged in.
What
And
you like?
you guys have these small ass circles I have to stay within.
that's not the problem. The problem is you're just like your hands just moving with how passionate you're getting.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I am passionate because I'm pissed. Finally, it's something they pissed me off again. Yeah, I'm not excited about it, but that's pretty much what I had to say about that.
Well, Brad, do you understand what's actually happening? Can you give us the sensible educational view?
I kind of see the reasoning for both. Like, number one, we do need a new capital ship. It's time for Levi to have an easier counter that may still fuck up. But as we've talked about before, I think the issue with ships is they are always, this new one needs to be better than the last one. And that mentality, I think, does need to stop. If they're going to bring in ships that are lifters, I don't want it to completely shut out the old counters. I would like it to still be a case of, okay, so here is the turtle lifter. Okay. Yeah, it's going to make it rough for Executor. It's going to make it very rough. But have still some chance of the Executor going, get fucked, and actually doing its job. Now, the reason I say it's still a potential as well with this is it's only 2 turns. If you can power through your 2 turns fast enough, you can then start getting breach on them. Once they start getting breach on them, the fight is over.
But then it's pointless for the whales to get it day one. It's pointless if the dick plate can still defeat everything.
But that's what I'm saying.
RNG wise, like you need to have a true counter to it. Like it can't just be a maybe thing all the time. And if that's the case, Leviathan should be that ship, because still to this day, it's the hardest ship to acquire. Yeah, and that should always be dominant. And it sort of is. I'm not saying it's not, but still, like I think Mike was saying before I came on here, because I was watching you guys, it beats me probably 20% of the time on my arena climbs. I'm getting knocked down, not by Leviathans, but by a bunch of assholes who only have one capital ship. So fuck you guys. Even if I love you guys and you're listening right now, fuck you if you only have the Executor. And I would tell the newcomers to go get it so they can do the same thing I'm saying, but fuck you guys that are in my arena shard doing it. It's just full of them. And so I'm, put in the time, put in the grind. I have every capital ship, every fucking ship done. That's who should be sitting up in the top 10, not some fucking guy who spent, $300 that came in 6 months ago. Fuck that. No. And they're not doing it right. And I'm sorry, I'm going on another rant. I don't want this to be 4 hours. So continue on with your guys' explaining. My bad.
The main thing with the Executor is, if they're going to now completely change it back so Profundity near enough always wins over Executor, they they need to give it time between the bullshit kicking off, because they can't just go like what I'm expecting is we get this and in January we head into a fleet meta where it is a complete change. I am expecting January to be okay, so we gave you Turtle, we gave you the B-Wing, right, here is the next fleet. I'm expecting that. And honestly, I don't like the idea of that. But is it going to happen? Yes. Are they going to do it? Most likely. The reason they could
You're
do it
saying
is
that
they would use the short era, which this one is, and another short era to give us one fleet.
so are you
And they're
saying a
done.
new capital ship or what?
Potential new capital ship, or it might be like Red 5 that's specifically to lift home 1. They could do a lot of stuff with very little effort.
I don't.
Whether they
I
do that,
agree. That's kind of my point. I
Mm,
agree. Yeah.
I don't. I
you're
don't
right.
think so. Like, I get what Womp's saying, and I don't like. It's not that he's not got a point. It's more that I think CG are just so like they walk on eggshells with ships. They are so cautious about every single little thing that happens in ships that I don't think we're going to get any new
Are
capital
they?
ships. Yeah. Like
they
Leviathan
Are
doesn't
definitely
they?
beat
It seems
Leviathan
like they
doesn't
love
beat
this
someone 98%
since
of the time. They changed it, right? Because it's the
yeah.
top fleet. I really don't think a lot's going to
dude.
happen with fleets.
I'm just saying this dig plate shows you that they don't care. This is not ever. No one has said I love that they threw this ship in the game, except maybe a newcomer who had just acquired it and is using it to their advantage. No one else is going to love it.
Well, there's a perfect
You
example.
know what I
How
mean?
long ago did Dick Plate come out, and it's still a fucked fleet?
Yeah. It's been over a year. So, yeah. Okay, it's a broken new meta. Should we be getting a new broken meta every year? Probably not. Are we probably going to get a broken new meta every year? Probably. We just kind of have to accept that when they do fleets, they're going to end up breaking something. And as Mike said,
I don't just accept. I'm not a guy who just accepts it. I'm gonna let him know and then move on. I'm gonna get it out and then I'll move on.
I honestly think this new unit is pretty damn good. It is going to change the fleet meta a bit. Whether that means we start having to Leviathan the profundity and countering the Leviathan with something new, and whatever happens. But I do think
Okay.
Mike is right. They do walk on eggshells around the Leviathan as a whole. They do really carefully work when it comes round to fleets. Do I think they should? Yes. Do I think they need to do more fleets? Yes. We need a bigger fleet meta, so when they bring things like this in, it makes very little waves. It doesn't go, oh yeah, it's just now the second best fleet in the game. It could move it to the second best fleet, but could you imagine if we had 2 or even 3 more capital ships? You would go, okay, so that's now the counter. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But we don't
But
have a big enough meta to house that yet.
that's why a new capital ship or lifting the Akbar
Yeah.
ship, because it's irrelevant. That ship is irrelevant. So it could still, you could lift it up to meta status for, where it'll be relevant for a long time for me, whichever one you want to pick. If they did that, then giving a lifter to profundity no longer bothers me, because it's okay if you can counter my Leviathan with either executor or I don't care anymore, because now I have the new one that only maybe Leviathan can counter. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm fine with that. I know that everyone wants rock, paper, scissors, but I think in a GAC mind, like everyone who has the newest thing should have a slight edge. I'm not saying a huge edge, free to play or not. If you've worked on the newest thing, bought the newest thing, you should have a slight edge. And a lot of people disagree, But I think that power creep has to happen in these games. You need to get your money's worth. And I know you guys said that Bad Batch does this and that. If I would have spent money on Bad Batch, I would still be furious whether they're doing this or that. I still don't find it fun. I don't like using them. Everything I had.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm a different player than you guys. I am a different player, but
I sort of agree with you, but disagree. So when you look at characters, you've perfectly nailed it right where, as an example, the new Bad Batch team, right? They're not amazing. Granted, they're not the most powerful. They didn't come out and they weren't like Malgus level team, right? But they can beat Queen Amidala and a few bits and pieces as well. So that.
Now I'll be right back, fellas.
Okay, that
I don't know how to
is
mute.
a perfect example of, we have so many characters in the game. We've got like 240 actual characters. They can beat something that's decent, but then also get beaten by something that's half decent, and we don't really care too much. I think if they were to try and do that with ships, there needs to be literally fucking 240 ships. Is that going to be a fucking shit show for, 6 months, 12 months when we try and figure out what actually beats what and stuff like that? How the fuck do you get 200 extra ships into the game without completely ruining things? Like, there's a lot of if, buts, and maybes, but it would definitely help with the fleet meta if there were more ships in general, not just capital ships, but fleets, ships in general, I think.
I do kind of agree there. We need a bigger fleet meta available, like a bigger pool to pull from.
Correct.
Like, you go back to how GAC was in the very early days, and you go back to how it was before the change. It was very much how we've got fleet now. Rock, paper, scissors, and the occasional lizard Spock would be used. So you had the odd weird counter. Now, you look at how GAC is, and you see more weird counters than you see counters. It's no longer, oh, I will just use X or Y. It's now, I'm going to use X, Y, and Z. The perfect example is QA. Yeah, we've got a support cron that's doing all the heavy lifting at the moment. But that support cron goes, I don't give a fuck about your characters or anything like that. I am just going to nuke your Ahsoka, or I will nuke your Rey, and I don't care as long as I know the mechanic. Where you go back 2 years, you go back 3 years, you look at what the Rey counters have been. It's been Starkiller, it's been other GLs, it's been, how can I overpower it? How can I get round your health? How can I get round your protection? That's always been the counters. Where now we've finally got something that's, let's use a mechanic. Then you go, okay, well, I'll use Slacker, or I'll use JML, or I'll use JMK, or I'll do this, or I'll do. There's now not just one or two answers, there's a range of answers, which is making it nicer, making it a lot more interesting. Where with ships, like we said, like we even did in the GAC, it's like, this is this answer, this is this answer, this is this answer, done.
Yeah.
There is no, I will try this. There is no two teams that are sat at 60% success rate, and you go, I'll take that one today.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest issue. The biggest issue with fleets is there's just not enough.
Yeah.
Should we do the Rogue One kit whilst he's not here then?
Okay.
Let's go through Rogue One now. So the important news of this week, we have Rogue One as a kit. It is partly what we've just been talking about, but we are going through it as a kit. There is some minor interactions that we will go through, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
So, Aussie Mike, would you like to read the kit,
Oh.
please?
Yes, absolutely. All right, so Rogue One. So it's a light side, support, cargo ship, rebel, Rogue One, lifter.
Yep.
In the key attributes, lifter for the profundity fleet, especially against executor. Provides benefits to the fleet while still in reinforcements is interesting.
Yep.
So do you want to read any of the other stuff?
The main thing that we'll need to talk about is actually a profundity part of the kit. I've already thrown it in chat, so we can skip most of it.
Okay.
But it comes out on the 23rd of September.
Yep.
So yeah, it's using Bodhi and or POW. It's it's using Bodhi and POW. You are getting shards to unlock it in the event. So you'll be able to unlock those if you don't have it, which is a really nice way of doing this shit. Other than that, there's not masses to talk about in the FAQ section, apart from the outmaneuver effects. If it's just him and the Falcon left, they'll both be targetable.
Okay.
That's it.
So
yeah.
In the strategy tips, it mentions it shines best starting in the reinforcements, which is interesting. All right.
Yep. I like it more from Reinforce than I like it from anything else. And guys, before we continue, it's a turtle. Turtle.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Okay, so basic is covert barrage, or is it? Yeah, I think I said that right for bones. Final text deals special damage to target enemy 3 times and gain target lock. Target lock them for 2 turns. If the enemy capital ship is Empire, this target lock can't be resisted.
Yep.
Next.
That speaks for itself.
Okay.
Really nice that it can't be resisted, and target lock's going to help us later on down the line. So yeah. Fine by me.
Ooh, sorry, just big yawn. I am the pilot. So final text is deal special damage to all enemies. The profundity is the active ally capital ship. Call outrider to assist and reduce target enemy speed by 10 for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted.
Yep. So speed down is always nice. Speed down by 10 is still just nice. Call outrider to assist. So if the outrider's gone, that's going to be annoying, but okay. It's a good thing. It's still looking strong.
All right, so this is spoofed clearance codes, which is Power's ability. Final text.
Yep.
Rebel allies recover 20% protection and gain tenacity up for 2 turns. And if the enemy capital ship was Empire at the start of the battle, inflict accuracy down on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. If profundity is the allied capital ship, reduce the cooldown of all rebel allies by 1.
Now, overall, I love this, and the way it's worded is correct. So I've seen people going, oh, why is it if the enemy capital ship was Empire at the start of battle? Remember, the profundity can steal your capital ship. It's a fucking irritating piece of shit. But it does mean, even if it's stolen, they are inflicting accuracy down on the target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. It's then also knocking all the cooldowns down. I like this. As an ability, it's been worded really well. Combining this with the third from Outrider. So you go heal from him, which gives the accuracy down. You then do the heal from Outrider, which heals everybody even further. You are probably going to be able to keep full banners. this is going to be the way to keep your banners.
Okay.
And that's why I like it. Next bit.
All right.
This is the fun stuff.
Okay. So unique is SWGoH. What do you know
Yep.
what that is?
It's the call sign for the ship.
Okay. All right. Good knowledge there. So final text. So the start of the
I know
battle,
that.
if the ally capital ship is profundity, Rogue One gains 25% max health. And if Rogue One is in the reinforcement slot and the enemy capital ship is Empire, all rebel allies gain breach immunity, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and protection up 100% for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled.
So we'll talk about
Up
this
there, yep.
quickly. Yeah. So if you're starting the game with it on the board, it's chunky, which is fine. If you're starting from in reinforcement, which is why they say it shines better from reinforcement, you can put this on defense with this in reinforce, and somebody goes, oh, I'll executor that, they get breach immunity, which means the Death Star shot is delayed for 2 turns. Now, can you burn through their turns? Yes, because you could run the bomber in the starting lineup, burn out the 3, and then they can't assist, which means that they're not bringing down their timer either. That's how I think this is still going to be counterable with the executor. It's just going to be a weird lineup.
Okay.
Just going to be a weird lineup. But I think this opens itself up more to being chimeraed. Because, yeah, you're breach immune, but you're not burn immune. I'm just going to burn the shit out of you. Done. Remember, Chimera is still a counter.
It is for profundity?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a comfortable counter. In fact, I'll just pull it up just to reconfirm it.
Yeah.
But it is a counter.
Okay.
It is not comfortable. Like, you would be doing... How I would be doing it is TIE Bomber Scythe... is it TIE Bomber Scythe? Or is it... I'm going to probably want the bomber in right away so that I can just screw with their... What's it? Like, anything that's running the bomber off the bat with this. Yeah, so it's 50-50. It's... well, not the Chimera, it's the other one. Endurance, not Endurance. Yeah. Executrix.
Yep.
With the TIE Bomber, TIE Defender, and the Shuttle as the starting 3. And I think that will still likely work here. Because it's get burnt, bitch. I don't care. Get burnt. And then you're not assisting, which means your timer's not going down, which means your breach immunity is fucking pointless. I'm not inflicting breach. And I'm racing to my TIE defender, my TIE mass assist to hit you in the face. I really think this is a strong team.
Okay.
But we'll see. Right, next bits.
So if the enemy capital ship is Empire, while Rogue One is active or in reinforcements, non-capital ship enemies are immune to cooldown reduction. Whenever
that's fine. I'm just going to burn you.
Okay. Whenever an ally evades an enemy attack, they gain speed up for 2 turns. While there are no other non-capital ship allies, Rogue One can't be targeted and is immune to taunt effects during enemy turns.
Yeah. So, the first bit of this, whenever they evade, they gain speed up. That could be used against them to burn through that first 2 turns to get rid of the breach immunity.
Okay.
That's that first step. The second bit of that is because of the malevolence. So that is specifically the spy's ability to go, here, have taunt. Comes in from reserve, here, have taunt. So I can now target you. That is all that is there for, is to stop that bullshit. But the second it's on its own, it does not matter. You can bully it to death.
Yeah.
Right. Reinforcement.
All right. So reinforcement is, there is now. Okay. Doesn't really make much sense, but final text. Enter the battle. Inflict healing immunity on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. If Profundity is ally capital ship, reset the cooldown of call reinforcements. And if the enemy capital ship is not cis, increase download by 20%. If the enemy capital ship is Empire, increase the cooldowns of non-capital ship enemies by 1.
So I fucking love this. This ability alone, I was like, ooh, the turtle is fun.
Okay.
So healing immunity on a ship is not the greatest thing, but it does it to everybody. So if you can pop the shields, you can then grind through them. That is fine.
Because that's like
If the
Houndstooth counter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just grind your way through Houndstooth.
Yeah.
Which is great. Profundity is the allied capital ship. You reset core reinforcements. So the main thing is that when you call it in, you could then call the Phantom in and then call another ship in. You can have 3 turns, back to back 3 turns of ships.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you could go Phantom, this, and then another ship. Holy shit, that's massive. You don't need that. In theory, this should be, you have 3 ships on the table, this comes out, and then you go, okay, I'll now call in the U-Wing and remove buffs. Done. You've now got a full team. But say you suddenly lost your Y-Wing, you could then go, okay, well, I'll bring in the Phantom, and now I'll bring in the U-Wing next turn.
Yeah.
You can be full boarded all the time. That I really love. Giving 20% download, holy shit, that's massive as well. The fact that it fucks with your enemies' cooldowns, even better. Now, the bit we need to talk about here, I have already put in a link, and I even highlighted the bullshit we need to talk about. So I say we fight from the profundity, which affects everybody.
So where are we looking?
The start of it, I've got it in the Discord, all highlighted up for us. So at the start of the fight, the profundity gains 10 speed for each dark side ally, including capital ships, until the end of their first turn. Okay, so it's going to be quick. And all rebel cargo ships, which this is, gain 4 stacks of reinforced hull. And we can ignore the tauntless bit, the taunt bit. All rebel ally ships gain a few benefits, but depending on their role. Now, it is a cargo ship, so it is immune to critical hits.
Okay.
Makes it fucking annoying. It's also a support cargo ship, so it deals bonus true damage equal to 8% of their max health when they deal physical damage or special damage. Ow! That's just going to rip through teams for fun. Then you've got Rebel allies always score critical hits against an enemy inflicted with shield disruption. Okay, we've only got one source to shield disrupt right now. So, okay. Whenever an ally scores a critical hit, they call another random ally. That's what we want. Download increased by 1%. Okay. When a rebel ally evades an attack or resists a debuff, they recover 20% health and protection. This is the biggest part of this. They're going to be evading. They're going to be dodging attacks, using the evade. It's going to be always recovering, meaning Turtle is going to be very hard to kill. And you honestly want to kill it and kill it now. So it's going to be an irritating little fight.
Okay.
The rest of it is like, oh yeah, call reinforcements is reduced by 1 if it's tie advanced, and all that shit. That's fine. That is fine. The rest of this does not matter as much. It's all the little bits that are going to work in its favor that are the massive part. And that's the biggest part to this kit, is it's going to be ridiculously stupid and ridiculously fun. And I really do like it. As a kit, as it stands, I like it a lot more than what I would for anything else. All right, I need to just hit this button. Oop. Right. And now we've got the fun stuff to talk about. Hondo.
We're doing
that's the end of
we're
that
doing
kit.
Stranger.
Oh,
Phone said
we'll
it'll be
do
a
the
while.
Hondo stuff.
Okay.
Okay. We'll cover it for a quick one.
Well, we can do
before
it
we
last
do-
if you want. I'm happy with whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that one last
Okay.
then. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is Hondo, and we're going to set up something special for you guys specifically for this,
All
because
right. You are
at the
now
end
on
of the day,
screen.
not everybody will have seen the Hondo event. So we're just going to run through each of the tiers to show what you can do. And that's it. We're just going to have this as we are running through it, so you can see the comedy of this event. I love how this event is. It is basically history as if Hondo had said it. Why is it so jerky on your side? That was weird. That was weird. It was really, really jerky. But yeah. So, how are you already finding Hondo? You there, Mike?
I was muted, but I'm trying to get it to not be jerky. Like I've literally got it open on my screen.
Fair enough.
If I can.
Well, if it is, it is. It's not the end of the world. We're more wanting to talk about Hondo's kit than anything else.
Yeah, I can't
Like,
get it to
this
not
is
be
just...
jerky.
It should be also in Discord if you want to see if you can pull it from there. I will just quickly change. Can't do it that way. One sec. Let's see if we can just make an improvement for you guys. Oop. Because it might be better from... And I'm going to echo like shit from your side.
I muted you.
No, I'm echoing. I'll mute there as well.
Okay.
Right. This. Right. Is it showing my screen?
Yes, but I'm... Okay, that's better. All right.
So, overall, I really do like this. I need to just jump on YouTube and
Okay, that's
you.
not too bad.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
That's better. That's better. I can't. I've server muted you because you were echoing through.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But you can still hear me on Zoom, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right. So, you asked how I have found him. I haven't used him yet. I've done a few arena battles, but obviously GAC was already locked in, and because I've only got Jude Law at Relic 7, and we've already gone past those planets. TB wise, so I haven't really got a chance to use him yet. But like I do know that what he can sort of beat on offense, which is pretty good. I'm happy with
Yeah.
that. Like Leia and SLKR are big wins really at the moment.
Like, I found the event quite interesting because you're having to think about how you do things. Like, a lot of the time with the event, the middle button is pretty useless for it. And, like, this tier is all about you just want to ramp Hondo and then basic away. Like, if you can get the counter attacks with him onto Hondo, brilliant. If not, I don't care. Like, it is not a hard tier. And there we go. Fight's over. Like, overall, I think the event was really fun to run. But it's history as if Hondo had told it. So it's really funny how they did this. They've taken events that we all enjoyed, and then Hondo's gone, but I did it really. So yeah, it's one of those where it's quite good fun.
So I guess the question I've got, Ahsoka, taking a step back, Ahsoka's unlock, was this easier, on par? Where would you rate Hondo's unlock versus Ahsoka?
So I would definitely say Hondo's unlock was a lot harder than this.
Okay. I'm talking the
Because
event, just purely the event.
yeah, because there was tiers in that where you had to think about how you wanted to do things. Like, you could have an RNG moment where if you did the wrong movement, it just didn't work.
Okay.
Where with this, like, you can lose people. There's only 2 tiers where if you lose people, it's a problem. And it's like, there's nothing hard with it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one tier that I thought was a bit of an arse. And that's it. One tier out the whole event being an arse to unlock.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, and the way round that I found was do that with Hondo. Do that with Hondo, which increases his cooldown, so he can't do it, and then do that. So she's got bonus protection, and if he even hits her, it doesn't matter. And that was my whole thought on it, was how can I make it so even if he hits her, like he's about to do, oh look, she survives. And then in a minute, Hondo does his thing. He'll die. Hondo, do your thing again to increase the cooldowns up for me. And that's a reset.
Okay.
But this is the worst tier. There isn't anything bad with this tier. Like, yeah, overall as a GL, he's been really underwhelming. Really underwhelming. But remember, we have a weird cycle when it comes to a new GL. When it comes to a brand new GL, we tend to find that we are very much, it's not as good as we thought.
Yeah.
And then we start getting new bits, and we get this, and we get that, and we get the other. We start finding little things. Remember, he's been available for what, less than a week?
Like 3 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Yeah.
And
4 days?
we already have a few counters. We already know that gas, layer's not a guaranteed, and little things like that. And it's like, okay, It isn't as bad as we thought, and it isn't as good as we would liked.
Okay.
But the actual unlock itself, I may have altered a few bits on my account just to do this. This hondo's unmodded.
Is that your
Like
Hondo?
it uses your hondo's modding.
Right, as in, like, baby Hondo, or
Yeah, baby hondo.
gotcha.
So it uses your baby hondo modding. And yet, here we are, we're 3 fights in, and I've dropped once.
Yeah.
It uses your baby hondo to create Pirate King.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, as long as you ramp as much as you can and call Pirate King Hondo as much as you can, these fights don't really take long. They're not really that hard. And the thing that I noticed with it is you just don't use the middle ability apart from on the Lord Vader tier. That's the only tier where you want to use the middle ability a bit because, yeah, he's a dick.
The
And you just don't want to be screwed over by him
scoundrels.
because it ups.
Sorry, you keep going.
Because it ups his turns, not turns, ups your cooldowns. That's the only reason. That's it. There's no other reason to do it. So, yeah,
On
it's worth Go on.
on Three Scoundrels, old man Logan was talking about the unlock because obviously he's done it, and he said the answer to the event, if you are using Hondo, use the basic. That's it. Just
Yeah.
use basic. It's pretty
Like,
pretty straightforward. Not rocket science.
it is effectively you want to basic your way through, but if you have this third ability available, use it every time. Because number one, that gives you another turn, so you can do basic again, which is great. But the other thing it does is it stacks mastery. So you're going to hit harder because part of his mastery is damage. And it's like, on this very specific one, everybody can die but Hondo. So do you care if Vader starts taking goes? No.
Not really.
Because he's not going to kill Hondo. He's just not. So you sit there and you stack up and you go, okay, like what we're doing now, nice and easy. Just work your way through. Vader will start in a minute. He'll start killing every fucker else. And do I care? No. We'll do that. We gain the extra turn. We'll stun. We'll do that. And there you go. Vader can now start swinging. Oh, look, he starts killing every fucker else, and he hasn't got the damage to kill your Hondo.
Yeah.
So you can get through. We did it on stream with just Hondo surviving at one point. And this is an unmodded Hondo. It's not even, what's it? Now we'll talk about these later 2 tiers. They missed a perfect opportunity, I believe, in the cutscene at the end of this one. I really do believe they missed an opportunity.
What do you think they could have done? Or wait till we get there.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get there because it is quite a funny. Again, I tend to just go basics here. I don't. It's bulk up and basic. And that's it. There's nothing special about this. You want to do Luke's shit as often as you can. But Hondo is just going to eat through. Like there, we did one move into another, We'll do this, call Hondo, and done. Then it moves over to this, and it's like, now young Skywalker, you die. Okay, he's forgetting that Hondo's there, but that's fine by us. He's forgetting that it's Hondo is his real enemy here. And you sit there and you go, boop, 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 boop. Hondo goes into the I'm just going to boop you 1,000,000 times mode because his speed is so much higher. And it's like, oh, look, I'm not even bothering at this point. It's just, I'm going to do that and done. That one is just basic your way through.
Okay.
And this is the bit where I believe they could have done something absolutely hilariously funny, where you get to this bit where he's throwing him over and it zooms out to Luke. Luke comes into shot, and you could have had Hondo just put his hand onto Luke's shoulder as if to say, good job. History according to Hondo, guys.
Yeah.
History according to Hondo. We need more history according to Hondo. And this is probably my favorite out of all of them. Out of every single one. Just because it is that level of good. So, again, you just want to bulk. Yeah, or Hondo throws the Emperor. So, again, bulk up. Do not care what you do with the other two. It's all going to come down to Hondo bulk. So, hit away, come on, do that. We'll do that again. We'll then bulk up a bit more. And then we'll do that. Then we'll do this. Then Hondo's about to do that. Oh, nearly there. Special. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we hit the ultimate. We'll slow it down for it just because it's an underwhelming ultimate. But right there is where you have the moment from Meathead's artwork. So you do have Meathead's artwork there.
Yep, true.
Yeah, battle fries. But that's the funny part. It's history according to Hondo. It's not, oh yeah, this is actual history. Remember, he very regularly would spin tales that were slightly incorrect. Like when he stole the ship from Ezra, he was like, yeah, I knew he'll be back. And he fought very valiantly and died. Oh, he's back. And that's what it comes down to, is it is a very fun character to be able to do that with. And here we go. Here is the bit that you may not have seen, Mike. Watch your fingers. And there we go.
Okay.
And it is literally history according to Hondo, which is the funniest part of this. It's not, oh, let's be serious and actually do everything that it should be done right. It's history according to Hondo. 100%. Which is quite funny. Now, we do need to have a quick talk about the era battle at this point.
Yep.
And you can now change us back to being able to be seen.
Sure.
But the era battle at this point did then forget that GL Hondo existed. It did not detect anybody with GL Hondo. And basically, anybody that took him straight to R9, like I did, like Aussie Mike ended up doing, there are going to be others that have done it. We could not do the last tier for an R9 Hondo.
Yeah.
It just went, nope, it's locked. That bit really annoyed me a bit. It did piss me off that I couldn't do it. I needed the crystals. I still need the crystals. But that was a point where they did realize that they'd screwed up. They did push an update for that. It's now in game. It should now work the next time it comes round. They have added one to the 22nd,
Yep.
which is, 2 days from now?
Monday.
And I'm going to confirm it. Yeah, I'm going to confirm that it's in game, actually, whilst I think about it. I can't see it yet, which is worrying.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
I'm
we've got
sure.
events in 3 days.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come. I just don't know. I just don't understand. We had people who were able to do it the first time the pirate battles came out with the OG
Yep.
Hondo, and
Yep.
then they closed that loophole. Then they just forgot to turn it back on. Like,
Well, I think what they did there was they could have gone, okay, well, here's the placeholder text for Pirate King Hondo. And then they may have changed like the placeholder text for the name at the last minute because of an error. And it's
Okay.
just not been updated. Or they just blocked it off and forgot to unlock it for Pirate King Hondo or whatever they did. That bit is irritating that we couldn't do it. But the 22nd, we're getting a whole extra run. It's not, oh, here's just the R90. It's a whole extra run.
Yeah.
Fuck yes is the word. Having a whole extra run on that, 2,000 crystals. I'm not going to complain. Extra R9 mats, really not going to complain.
So, do you think? Well, actually, do you know? Do you need OG Hondo and GL Hondo? Obviously, if you've got GL Hondo, you're also going to have baby Hondo at Relic 9. This is a requirement, right?
So,
But in the event, are both needed?
so the event description says that it is GL Hondo needed at R9. I am
Okay.
hoping that they have sorted it correctly, that is the only requirement.
Okay.
But if you have got GL Hondo at R9, you will have Hondo at R9, which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those where I just really hope that they actually sort it and that it's not another
General Grievous.
GG moment where it comes back and it's not working.
Yeah.
And then we have to wait again for it to be fixed for us to come back again.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was an easy fix and that tiny update did sort it. So fingers crossed that it actually is working.
Yeah.
But that was the one error. It's coming back on the 22nd. Really, really happy about that. Really happy with Hondo overall. I think, although people are whinging about it, I've used it in TB today whilst we've been on stream. I just threw it on auto, an R9 planet, and oh, look, it worked. It got me 2 waves. I wasn't even looking. I've been pressing auto on them all.
Yeah.
And
in the raid,
you can't complain when auto gets you it.
Yeah. In the raid, you used the Relic 9 team?
Yeah, in the raid, full Relic 9 team. I will try and slim it down this time. I'll take 1 or 2 characters out, see if it's possible, see which combination that you're going to need. But I'll be very honest, if you've got all of them at R9, like, we weren't even focused on it. We weren't even thinking, oh, yeah, do this as the tactic. It was just, oh, look, we won. Like, we won twice without any RNG, without any trying, without any
No
effort.
remods.
It was a laughable joke.
Yeah.
And our Hondo was health modded at the time. He wasn't even speed modded.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, you don't even need good modding on it.
Yeah. But I
And it
mean,
still
Hondo
wins.
is fucking quick without much help, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. That's something that I do like, though, is how ridiculously quick Hondo is. Like, he can be into like, I think the highest I've seen so far is like 618 as a speed, and
I
it's like,
think
jeez.
I think someone was 623 because I'll keep talking and I'll have a look because I'm pretty sure I saw a 623. But yeah,
that is mental to have guys that are at the 600 mark in general.
mine's sitting at like 610 without like much, really trying.
I know I made yours, what, 6 something when I did it, just for the, what's it? But yeah, 621 is the fastest in game at the moment.
Yeah. And
And like, there is some seriously fast hondos out there. And I like it. I really do. I sat there and we went through it all, and honestly, I like how fast they are.
you got Fatal sitting at 614. Who else was there? Someone else was there.
If I could see. I was seeing if I could see anybody I know other than Fatal and
Dagger's there, 37th at
Dagger's
614.
Yeah. That's why are you not up here in speed?
Pico Burrito 618.
There are some fast ones.
Yeah.
Sasha's in 53rd at 613.
Yeah. I think if Tassanex hasn't changed his mods, I think his was 610 when he posted in Discord just after it unlocked. Can we see how many there are? Is there a way to see that?
There is.
Character stats?
Character Hondo.
Player data.
Player data. We have 1,259 Hondos right now.
Nah, it's got to be more than that.
Oh, hang on. That's top 100 guild. All.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. 3,956.
I believe that.
So, quite a respectable unlock. But holy shit. Like, there's only one person that hasn't got him at 85, and that was as of 55 minutes ago. So, respectfully, I think Hondo has been a gun unlock. But I don't know. Until I get the baby account with it, which is what it's pushing for, it could be fun.
Okay.
It could be a really fun character.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like I'm not making any major judgments yet. My biggest test, I guess, will be how skinny can we do the raid? Obviously, Hondo, I've got at Relic 9 and Vein's at Relic 9, but what's the other character or characters that I need to take to Relic 9? And what is he? Smuggler's Run 3?
Yeah.
What is that? We still don't know. Have they forgotten?
That's I don't think they have forgotten.
Yeah. So that's where my head is. I'm happy that he beats Leia. Happy that he beats SLKR. They're two very good teams.
I'm happy how it's fallen. I have got one other in my shard that I have tried throwing other shit at. I have thrown Leia and have won with Leia.
Okay.
But at the same time, I've also thrown it at Leia and won. So I think it's very much mod and like relic dependent and what gear level you're using.
And user versus AI?
Yeah. It's user versus AI, basically. And I think there is a little bit of RNG to it, more than what we would expect.
All right.
So that is definitely going to come out this week's GAC, having enough of it to see how it falls, what happens, sort of thing.
Are you
So yeah,
are you happy to say whether you're going to have it on defense or offense?
it's going to be on defense. It's
Okay.
always going to be on defense. This first week, it's going to be thrown on defense. Probably the next whole 3v3, it's probably going to be on defense, and probably the next 5v5 going to be on defense. I
Okay.
need to see how it handles. And that's the important part here, is how does it handle against other teams?
Okay, that's interesting. Yep. What do you hope that it will draw out? Another GL?
I'm going to be honest. I want people to try the gas counter that has been talked about, because if I am right with how I've thought about how that is working, maybe that one comes down to modding. I'm hoping that people do try some of the counters that have already been talked about, because I just want data. Like, if we get data from this week and it says that the gas count is 100% and this count is 100% and this count is 100%, okay, he's coming off defense.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
But I'm just hoping we don't get that moment of, oh, here's a list of teams that are 100% in.
See, I see your reasoning, and I always do that. I just don't know, is this the time to zig instead of zag? And yeah, I don't know. If I can use Hondo to beat SLKR, I can put JMK and SLKR on defense and be that dick for the next, how long until those Datacrons go away?
Yep. And
Middle of
this is
October,
the
I
other
think they
big
go
bit.
away. Yeah.
This is the other big bit, is we're going to have the new crons come into effect next week.
Yes.
That's
True.
going to be interesting. Like, we are going to talk about Datacrons next week, guys. We're not doing it this week because, number one, I haven't got any of my shit made for it yet, which will be out at the exact same time as us doing it. So we will have all that hopefully next week for you guys.
And I want to go
we'll
to
just
bed
be going from
sometime
there.
this week.
Oh no, you're not allowed that. You're not allowed that. We guys, how long do you want this episode to be? Just so Mike doesn't go to bed.
I just press the button and it ends.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to be here for that talk, Shaka, but if he does want to be here for Datacrons, he's going to be disappointed in this set because they're all good.
Yeah.
There is so many good ones in this set that are going to be funny. So yeah, I'm really hoping that we get some good ones.
Yeah. How are you, Shaka? It's been a long time since we've seen you.
Yeah. I press this button and it all ends. Pretty much. Now,
yeah.
Bones isn't here for his favourite bit,
No.
but
So
that's what we've got.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get it done. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Conquest milestone, we didn't finish the updatey stuff. So Conquest, the milestone event thing, finally came to our inboxes. Nothing missing or whatever. It's just a little bit late. And the Dark Side Clone Trooper ability, they sent everybody's back to level 1, because the rouge no longer removes turn meter. Is that right? From memory?
I can't remember exactly what's changed.
Yeah.
but it was nice that they sent it all back to level 1.
Yes. You now have the opportunity to put the
And
Omicron back on
yeah.
if you wish.
Wait, you haven't already done that?
I've done the Zeta.
Just being honest here.
I've done the Zeta, but I don't know whether I did the Omicron. I can't remember.
Yeah, I put them both back on. And also, have a quick look in the Discord chat, because you are going to laugh at what I've done for this week's thumbnail. And if you really want, you can show chat, because, yeah, I've been
Too
doing the
hard for me to
thumbnail
get the
as we've been
picture up
working.
onto Thingo, though.
There
Oh, hang on. I'll open in browser. Okay. Nope, I can do it.
you go.
Have no fear.
Just as a sneaky peek for you guys. There you go. Bones has cat ears this week. He's not flying around the map. He's got cat ears.
Yes.
But there we go.
Very good.
Right.
Yeah, so now into the stranger.
Yeah. So this is the conquest news, that the next conquest character is the stranger. How do you feel about that? First of all, Mike.
I'm excited. I'm not I didn't mind the Acolyte. It wasn't my favorite Star Wars thing, but it's definitely not hated in my by me, right? Some of the choices in their writing, character arcs were just a bit odd, like the guy who's in not Hunger Games, Squid Games. He very good character, starts off very good and then gets a bit creepy towards the end with the kids. And they kill off Buddy, the Terminator lady in the first episode. But overall, like I would, if I was really, really, really bored, I might rewatch Acolyte if I had nothing else to do. But I'm kind of excited because when we do get those sort of characters to the game in the future, I'd be happy. Like, yeah, there was some pretty cool Jedi in there.
Like, my concern here is, number one, it wasn't a well thought of show. So I'm very surprised that we're getting any content from it, let alone him. But okay, fair enough. My only thing that I want is for the kit to be good enough. As long as that kit is good, I don't care. Like, yes. Do I think if the kit is shit, it's going to be worthwhile having? We haven't had a shit conquest unit. There's always been really strong. Like, people complain that Trench wasn't the best. I'm sorry, but TW, he's annoying little prick. With his Datacron that's coming out, yeah, he's going to be an annoying little prick in bloody GAC too. But that's not the point. Like, we are getting a new character for TW. For Conquest. Regardless of whether he's good, bad, indifferent, he's going to be good somewhere. Now, it may be that this is finally a proper sea lifter, but again, they need to, if it is the case, which is a lot of people's hope, they need to really, really nail down him working with C. Because if they don't, we'll have another Bane issue. Where it's, oh, this is a sea lifter, but it's so good with everybody else.
Why do you think it'll be a sea
I'm
lifter?
really hoping. Because he's probably going to be a Sith. And the chances are it is a sea lifter.
Okay.
Because the last sea lifter was Bane. And, well, he worked so well on his own that we don't need a C with Bane. It's very rare that we use C and Bane together. Lord Vader doesn't need a lifter, and would not make sense for him to go with him. The timelines are too far apart. It's then, would it go with Seer? Potentially. Because that one's a bit all over the shot anyway, so maybe. Could it be for boosting Starkiller up?
Okay.
Maybe. But the only thing that makes the most sense to me is potential Sea Lifter. Do I want yet another Sea Lifter? No. I don't. But as I've said many, many times, it doesn't matter whether I like a character or not. How good that kit is.
Yeah.
If the kit is good, I'm going to chase it. If the kit is utter shit, I'm not going to. But yeah, we'll go, we'll see, we'll have a look. Fingers crossed it's a good kit, but we'll have to see.
So we
Just gonna
will
have to see
get
that.
his kit reasonably soon, right? Because Maz has only got one left, which would be in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so usually we'll get the kit the week after Maz has fully come out.
Gotcha.
Because then we are 2 weeks away from the next conquest, and the next week is when it moves into game anyway.
Okay.
So it's usually about a week after Maz has come out.
Okay.
So
Right.
we're a good few weeks away from having his kit. I'm just not excited by the character, but I'm excited by, is his kit going to be good, and where the fuck am I using him? That's my main thing. Where the fuck am I using him? It would be nice if it looks like it goes with C and it smells like it goes with C, and then in January we get an era that's leading to Plagueis. That would be cool. And then all of a sudden that Sea Lifter is now actually going to Plagueis. But I don't see them doing that.
That's what I was just I through my head I'm like, okay, so he would start. So Maz finishes in November, right? October.
October, so
So
it'd be November,
December,
December, January.
The middle of January, this guy is unlocked. Does that mean that
which
whatever's
could be
coming?
the kickstart to Plagueis.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I would be really excited by that. If that is the case, that the next era is Plagueis, I wouldn't give a shit what units they are. I really would not give a flying shit. I would literally be, give me fucking Plagueis. We've been asking for him in game for so long, and this could be the opportunity. This could be the start. I just hope that they stop this, though, of conquest lifters coming out before the character's even out. That does need to stop. So if this is the case that, oh yeah, it's going to be a Plagueis lifter in January, and it looked like it was a sea lifter and now it becomes a Plagueis lifter, it's like, oh, yay, you've done it again, CG. You've boosted the team before it needed boosting. At least let the team come out without its lifter and then go, oh, by the way, this is for the team. Or start giving us conquests, like you said, where the conquest unit does not need to be connected to any era. It could be just a solo thing. Where is the ship for, what's it? Where is the ship for, oh, what's his name? Luthen.
Yeah.
Where is any of the other million things we've been asking for?
Can I left field? It's probably like a 1% chances, right? I'm on, what is it? Wikipedia. You look up him, and it's got He was training May. He disguised himself as Queemy, an unassuming former arms smuggler for the Hutt clan.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe something to do with them.
Jabba the Hutt lifter?
Could be.
I don't know. Like, it's probably fucking not likely to happen.
But this is the thing, like, if it is a lifter for a team that already exists, that is not connected to anything and it's not connected to the next era, that's what I like. That's what I want. I don't want this, oh yeah, here's a lifter for this that's out next month. What we had with Hondo, we've had, what, 2 months of SME being out and available? God's sake, my baby account already unlocked SME.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Like, that's just stupid. We've had Hondo for like 3-4 days, and we've had SME for 2 months.
Yeah.
Which is the lifter for Hondo. Why?
Yeah.
Just why?
Okay.
So it would be nice if CG started to take Conquest away from eras altogether and just went, oh yeah, here's this. And then if a character does need a lifter, then do that. Oh,
So,
it needs a lifter because it come out and it's not powerful enough. Here's the lifter. And then you've got to wait 3 months for the lifter.
what if Steve in chat says he wants more solo and duo characters like Bane and Wampa, right? What if he is like that, where the first character or two characters come out and it's the twins, and that's his team, him guiding the twins?
No. No. I don't want more Acolyte content.
Okay.
His kit would need to be absolutely batshit crazy for me to want more Acolyte content. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be like Hondo. I'm going to do it because it's for the account and because it's probably going to be strong.
Yeah.
But for me to want more of that content, the kits would have to be brokenly good. Not a little bit. Not, oh, it's just going to be strong. It would have to be brokenly good. I didn't enjoy the show. I did enjoy the choreography. I enjoyed the fact that some of the Jedi were very well thought of. But the actual story is no. They could have done so much better with the exact same concept, but they failed. And we don't need that to come into game. We just don't. That's the problem, is I am hoping he is a standalone.
Could be.
And the first of what I hope is many standalones. That it's just, here is a lifter for CLS, here is a lifter for Trench, here is a lifter for this, here is a lifter. Don't care what they do. The standalones are a lot more interesting.
What if they just leave it up to us to figure it out?
This is a lifter.
Here's his kit. He's an Ufu. He's a Sith. Well, he can't be that, can he? He'd have to be an Ufu or a Sith.
You can guarantee he's going to be a Sith.
Oh, well, he can be an Ufu, because isn't Lord Vader?
No. He's a Sith.
He's just Sith.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I'm really hoping that his kit is batshit crazy. If they are heading into an Acolyte era in January, that is batshit crazy enough that all of us at the top end, or even mid, or anybody that spends, sits there and goes, oh shit, I want. Because as the characters are, meh.
Yeah.
Will I spend if the character is not batshit crazy? No. I'll slow farm. I will. And you guys have seen me do it. You guys have seen me do it when characters have been utterly shit. I've gone, meh. I'll save my money, thanks. But
Yeah.
fingers crossed it's good. Fingers crossed. If he is utterly shit, I'll still red crate. I'll still have him day one. He'll still go to Relic 7. Because that's my rule, that everything in my account that unlocks now goes to Relic 7. But anything else? Couldn't give a shit.
All
So we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see. We need to
Um,
see his kit before I make a judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Any other news? Or we're going to viewer questions?
I think that is the end of the news.
I mean, other than
Thing.
Datacrons, but we'll do them next week.
Yeah. Datacrons is next week. We should have the infographics and everything next week as well.
Yep.
Holy shit. I spent like 8 hours going through already, and I want to do more. I want to do more. I may have already broken Datacrons in a few different ways, which is interesting. And it's like, oh, I want to do so many more stupid ideas, but we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Save it for next week. Keep your
Yep.
Datacrons in the pants. Yeah. All right.
Right. So,
you-
Datacrons, our favorite subject. No, I'm kidding. I just did that to wind you up there.
Nah, it's all good. All right. So, questions for this week. So the first question comes from GDJT. So by the time we read this message, they will have announced the next era. Now that you are disappointed with this era, what do you think the era in 17 weeks will be?
I've got a bad feeling it's either going to
Hang on.
be.
Are you disappointed first in the current era?
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not either.
I want the B-Wing. I want Zuckuss and Forlom. Rogue One, it could have been better. It could have been worse. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
So, am I disappointed? No. But we will see what the rest brings and whether it's any good or not.
Okay. All right. So what do you think is going to be in 17 weeks?
It's either going to be a continuation of a ship era, because remember, this is the short era for Christmas, and it'll be a short era after Christmas as well, because it will fall over Christmas where the changeover is. So they won't have a full era next one either. It'll probably be a 4 again. And oh look, they're back to normal.
Okay.
Am I happy about that? Yes, because it's going to give us time to recover the accounts. But I think these two eras will be part of something bigger.
Okay.
So whether that's a new capital ship or a new bounty hunter thing or whatever. Whatever it is, don't care. It is looking potentially promising if that is the case. If that isn't the case, my worry is it'll go into Acolyte. Either you know what I'm on about.
Okay.
But that is my worry, that we'll be going into that one because of seeing the stranger. That is my worry.
All right.
What about yourself?
I'm not disappointed. I'm a little bit excited, but I'm not unhappy basically about what's coming up. Yeah, obviously we've gone over the stranger and what we think could lead to. So I don't really know what to expect next year, early next year. So we started the year headed towards the raid, right? which is going to be similar for next year because we'll have a raid dropping June, July like it did this year because it was 12 months cadence they've locked in or said they would lock in. So basically that either gives us that raid, the era that ends in April sort of time, or the one that literally ends as the raid would start. I sort of feel like it could be raid related. So if we do get ships, you know, is it going to be finally the Death Star raid, or is it going to be like the Ahsoka raid that, you know, was promised, given that all the GLs were going to get their own raid and Ahsoka didn't?
Yeah. The other thing is Andor, as Shaka put in the chat.
Yeah.
Andor could be the next era. We just don't know.
Yeah.
I am more surprised that we didn't get something for Andor season 2 as the conquest than getting the Stranger. I'm more surprised there.
True.
But we will see. Only time will tell. Guessing what CG's doing at the moment is goddamn impossible or goddamn hard. Like, loads of people were there going, oh yeah, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, it's going to be this for Christmas. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Here's 2 ships, 2 characters, and done.
I know that when we had the Eris thing, everybody was like, oh, it's going to ruin all the speculation. And, you know, Arnold won't be able to do out his video saying that this is going to come or, you know, whatever, because we're going to know. It's been far from that. Like,
yeah.
we sort of know, but not really.
It's made it so at the end of each era, when we're coming up to that 2-week period where it's like, right, what's coming? And we're all there going, here's bullshit ideas.
And then we get
and
validation.
None of us are right.
Yeah. And then we get validation very quickly that, yes, this is what's going to happen, or no, it's not. It's not a every single second, you know, second day, there's a new video out about what could be coming when nobody actually knows. So, yeah.
And I think that is the more important part, is nobody has a clue about that next era. And that is actually nice.
Egnards talks to Meathead all the time. Egnards knows what's happened till 2027.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he may or may not
work for CG.
Be part of Galaxy CG.
Yeah, absolutely.
He may or may not be Meathead's boss. We don't know.
Yeah.
Gotta have a laugh. Gotta have a joke.
Yeah, we're joking, obviously.
But yeah. Right. Next question then.
All right. This one comes from Bane. Would you rather explore the deepest part of space or the deepest parts of the ocean?
I'll let you answer first.
I would say
I have a question.
I would say space because I'm not a horrible swimmer, but I would fear drowning if I was but I guess if you're in the middle of space and the spaceship cracks or something, you're gonna die anyway, right?
Yeah. So
I guess suffocation.
I've got a couple of caveats.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of different ideas here. Depends on who I'm with. Because if it's the deepest parts of the ocean, I know opening a door underwater is a pain in the arse. And if I need to get rid of them, that's going to be an issue. So if they're going to be annoying pricks, I want to be in space, because the second you crack the door open, it flies open and they're gone. So I can deal with somebody being an arsehole.
Okay.
But the ocean's pretty damn cool. So I'd probably go the ocean, as long as I've not got a prick with me. If I've got a prick with me, yeah, we're going space, and I'm going to deal with you quickly.
And I guess deep ocean has got different... I mean, there's probably deadly animals down there as well, right? But not like you're gonna encounter sharks or crocodiles or anything like that. It's gonna be some weird stuff. So
Honestly, like I am. Yeah, Bones is definitely going to space. If he's coming to space with me, that's where we're going. Like space has another advantage for me. Means that I won't actually have to roll around all day. I could just float,
yeah,
pull myself around.
true.
It'd be quite fun.
Yep.
I couldn't kick my legs, so that's not the point. But we'll leave that one there.
Yep.
Right. Next.
All
That
right.
one was a good one though.
Steve, will Acolyte only be special characters, example Conquest, or will be finally get an era or will we finally get an era of rippling top muscles early next year?
Bad Steve, go sit in the corner. There's your answer. Bad Steve, go sit in the corner. I hope it is only the Conquest unit. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you, but I don't think it's insane to think that there could be more Acolyte stuff next
Yeah, but go sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Go on.
Can we time him out?
You know you've
And I'll time him
you've
out.
been naughty. You know you've been naughty, Steve.
Ban Steve?
Go on.
No, that's a bit harsh. Timeout? We'll give him like a 10-second timeout. Holy shit, I
You
gave him a
give him
10-minute one. How do I undo that?
You can just there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
fine.
You've had your time out, Steve.
Jesus.
Go on.
It didn't give me any
Go on.
options there. Go straight for the kill. All right. He also gives a second question. Also, thoughts on the upcoming Ryan Gosling Star Wars thing, in brackets, Starfighter.
I am looking forward to it. I really am. Like when it was confirmed that it's Ryan Gosling doing it, I was just like, oh, that's just cool. Like Starfighter is something I've waited for now for a while. When it was first confirmed, it was like, is it real? Come on. Don't play with us. Say it's real. And now more and more bits are coming out, and it's like, I really hope they don't screw this one up.
So
Like,
the idea of the movie is
yeah.
that it's after the Ray movies and stuff like that, right? So it's not.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And it's like a squadron or something? Like it's
Yeah.
focused on some specific pilots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's meant to be completely standalone and this, that, and the other. And I am just hoping it's good. I'm hoping to all hope that it's good because I did not enjoy the last three of the last three films.
Okay.
And I think this one is meant to be after the last film.
That's what I'm
It's
hearing.
continuing.
Yeah.
It's continuing from that point on.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. If they can redeem themselves with a decent film after it, and it is, even if it is the kickstart to a new trilogy, I wouldn't even mind that as long as it's decent.
Okay.
If it's not decent, it can get fucked.
I mean, I don't really
But it
rate.
needs to be.
I don't get the whole Ryan Gosling thing, like with females and that. But do you think that this could be an attempt to sort of get some females into Star Wars?
I hope not. I hope that they haven't just gone to him. I think he is a good actor.
What's he been in?
But
I can
I'm
only think
hoping.
of like bloody, like romantic comedy.
Yeah. But what I'm hoping to all hell right now, after you've said that, is that that's not the reason they've cast him.
Mm.
Because that will be a spoil for Star Wars. That will be a, oh, fuck. And I really don't want that. I really don't.
Okay,
So,
apparently there
we'll
are
see.
some other movies there that are not romantic comedies, but I can't say I've watched any of them. Oh, Horrible
I
Bosses?
can't.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that one, but that's sort of a romance comedy sort of one as well.
Watched. Fortunately watched.
There's a movie called
Watched.
Pornland.
Like, Murder by Numbers was good.
Okay.
Like, some of the ones that he's done are good. I'm just really hoping, really hoping that they don't fuck this up.
Okay, so Asher reckons he's done some bangers.
Yeah, he has. Like, was it Blade Runner?
Oh,
Have
yeah.
a look.
Yes, he was in
Yeah.
that.
Blade Runner. The other one who was really good in that I
Barbie.
loved. No, you love the Barbie movie. We know that.
Mate, I have 2 daughters. So yes. Barbie is on. It's died off a bit now, but it was on high repeat. It probably was watched about 5 times in about 3 months.
Yeah,
Anyway.
like he's been in some really good films. But I'm really hoping they're not just trying to use him to get a female audience there, because they've tried the shit stuff before and it's backfired and it costs them their own usual viewership guarantees. Like, you put something Star Wars out, every Star Wars fan will want to watch it. But there will be those fans that go, oh, well, I can't watch it the first month, so I'll catch it when it's at the tail end of being in the cinema. Or I'll watch it a week after it's come out on Disney Plus. And the problem is that if it instantly gets slated by huge numbers of fans, I'm not talking critics saying it, because critics have been so wrong with so many films that would kind of go, oh, well, you think this, let's still watch it.
Yeah.
But it's then when all the fans are going, oh, don't bother, all of a sudden it will die. And it won't be, oh, yeah, we've got the female audience because we're using Ryan Gosling to get them involved. The husbands won't want to take them. The boyfriends won't want to go. If they're already Star Wars fans and, oh, it's a Star Wars show, I'll go with you. It'll be, no, you can go on your own.
Why?
Don't want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's, you've now driven your original guys away, and you're actually stopping the female side of the audience that you're trying to catch, because they won't go on their own. And there you go. It's then a dead film before we even begin.
Yeah. I enjoy the content where it's not lightsaber centric. So like Andor, Rogue One, like the Solo movie, you know, a lot of that was like not Jedi Sith related, and I really enjoyed it. So I would definitely be giving it like 100% chance, provided it's not that trying to bring in females for the sake of trying to bring females in. If it so happens that that is the end, what happens, but I can still sit there and enjoy a really good movie and it just so happens that some females will enjoy it because of Ryan Gosling, I think that that's a win. But yeah, if it's purely
Yeah.
just like trying to get the good ladies in just for the sake of it, then yeah, I mean, I still watch it, but it'll definitely put a dampener on the mood, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is where a lot of their content recently has gone wrong. And I'm happy that there has been a restructure and certain people have left doing Star Wars now. And it's like, thank fuck they're gone. And I think we could be in for some good eras of stuff. This could be a good film. It really could be, especially if it's pilot focused.
Mm.
Like you said, move away from being move away from like the Jedi stuff, move away from the Sith stuff, move into the more how did this happen shit. That would be a lot more interesting
Yeah.
because there's no Jedi, there's no Force involved. You could do a whole series around the Night Sisters, which technically is using the Force, but is not the Force at the exact same time.
We tried that with the Acolyte, right? Please.
No. That was not that was not true Night Sisters. That
No,
was
actually, no, it wasn't. It was Ahsoka. Ahsoka had the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Which was fine. Yep.
And they could go, okay, we want to do some Jedi shit or some Sith shit. Okay, go back in history. Go to the bloody where you had the Mandalorian War between Jedi and Mandalore. Go back even further, the Sith War before that, Thrawn and Shiss. All these could be so good as a thing that they could do. And okay, so a lot of the history's written. They could we'll just do a for instance. They could literally go, we're going to do what caused the fall of the Sith Empire. We're going to turn that book into a movie. Oh, and by the way, we're not changing it. It's all going to become canon. I would still go watch it. Hundreds of people would still go and watch it because, yes, we know exactly what's going to happen. We know that Bane's going to rise to enough point of power where the Ruler 2 will enact right at the end of the film. Do I care? No. Am I going to watch it because there is going to be some insane fight scenes? There's going to be some insane dialogue moments where you're going to have certain people doing certain things. Oh, fuck yes. They could literally go, we are turning this book into a film. Oh, and we're not altering anything. And they would get thousands of us going. It wouldn't be, oh, well, I'm not going because I know the ending. It's how many people went to watch Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Knowing exactly what happens.
Yeah, and they still fucked up the movies. A lot of the stuff in the movies got left out. I mean, a lot of stuff in the books got left out, and yeah.
Yeah. But you look at that as the case in point. You look at the Lord of the Rings as another case in point. There is a book that was turned into a bloody damn good movie. The Hobbit, a book that was turned into another bloody damn good movie.
Yeah.
They could take all that history that's already written, that's no longer canon because they said, oh, it's no longer canon, and go, actually, let's make that one canon again. Holy shit. They could go nuts. Giving people that ability to go, by the way, we're going to bring this as a film series. It's going to be 3 films, and it's going to lead. The last film is going to be the fall of the Sith Empire. How many people would go and watch it instantly? Like, I know I would. I know full well I would be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just one of those. Is honestly one of those things. So they could do some incredible things with this new set of films. I'm hoping they do. I really do hope they do. And we'll find out in 2027 what the next load of shit that they're planning is. And I'm hoping that's good too.
Well,
Really am.
we'll be I'll be there definitely in person to find out. So that'll be good.
Same. I am looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
So much.
I'm just not looking forward to the guns and stuff, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, the problem is you come from a country where they don't really exist. Same here. But your issue with guns is different to my issue with guns. You're a prisoner. I mean, hang on, no, you got promoted to prison guard the other week. No, you're still a prisoner you're just a prison guard prisoner. That'll do. That'll do.
I'm a
And
community.
it's also whether they let you out of the country.
Yeah, I'm a community leader within the jail.
We've got to have a laugh, haven't we, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we have covered everything. That is
Yeah,
all of
that's all the questions. Yep.
Holy shit. This is going to be one of our longer episodes, Mike.
Yeah.
Since we've actually been doing it properly.
Yep.
And I have got all my notes ready for the YouTube video,
Okay.
which is always nice. So, guys,
All right.
let's get into it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
So, I'm back tomorrow playing June because Sundays is June Day. I don't know what time I'm starting. Going to be honest, do not know what time I'm going to start, but it is going to be a full day of June. Other than that, SWGoH on Monday, SWGoH on Thursday, SWGoH on potentially Friday. Tuesday is again June. I'm starting to enjoy doing more June streams, guys. Come and join us. We have a laugh. We have a joke. We still talk about SWGoH on there. But if any of you do play June and want to join us, you're free to. We can have a laugh. One of those.
And
Right. Other than that, guys.
It only costs 25 biddies for a jump scare. Just as an FYI.
Yes, yes. And you're a dick with those at times.
Yeah. They do have a bit of a delay. It does take a couple of seconds, so try to preemptively think about what could happen in the next 3 to 5 seconds before you press the go button to get maximum damage.
But more importantly, and I'm going to let everybody in on this because you already know. I use this mic when I'm streaming every so often. And usually it's muted. It's usually on.
Itty bitty Stevie.
It's usually on. It's usually just this is already muted so that you can't hear it. So it doesn't come through twice. Because I use the mic that's just off screen. But when I do go to the bathroom and use the BRB screen, I leave this on. It's wireless. I can still hear. You can jump scare me during that break. The only difference is you may get me press this button and go, stop being a prick, and then press it again. So yes, you can jump scare me whenever we're doing anything.
You can literally make him shit himself.
Just because that's the challenge you want. But yeah, it's honestly, it is really good. But yeah. Honestly, come and join us, guys. We have a laugh.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're playing a different game. We'll still talk Star Wars shit. We went through some of the news the other day whilst I was just sat playing June. And yeah, we have a laugh. We have a laugh. So yeah. And Steve, no. You could try the jump scare, but yeah, that's just cruel. Right. So who are we raiding, Mike?
There's only the mighty Captain Frost on, so we'll probably go across to him.
Let's raid over to there then. And while you're doing that, you can say your goodbyes.
Yeah, so I will be on next Saturday because that's all I do. So Although I remind me to tell you I've got a day in November that I can't do because I'll be in Western Australia on that day. But yes, thank you guys for coming along and hanging out with us. It was surprisingly not as long as what I thought. Like there was a lot of big topics again, and yeah. No, I hope you guys enjoyed
Yep.
it, and we got a little cameo from Bones, and 100% gonna blame him for why it's gone so long. But yes, we'll see you guys next week. And
And but for those that are asking, I don't know why Aussie Mike has just put potatoes in the chat.
well, there's an E in
What's
it.
wrong with you?
You missed the E, so
No,
yeah.
I didn't type anything.
Well,
It's definitely you.
yeah, right.
Definitely you.
Okay. Alrighty.
Have fun, guys, and we'll see you all next week or before on my channel. Have fun.
There he is. All right, rated across.